Welcome to the show Operation New Start. I'm your host, Katrina Johnson from Horizon Outreach. As promised, we've got another exciting week of episode lined up for you. This week, we're featuring footage from Fortis Institute, their graduation ceremony that was recently held in our community. Fortis is an amazing college that prepares students for career positions that they can immediately go into the workforce. Some of the positions that they're prepared for, they receive training in HVAC technology, sterile processing, medical assistant, and also in the dentistry field. I'd like to take a few moments to watch this footage and just to kind of talk a little bit about some of the things that this school is doing in our community to make things happen. Let's watch.
Hear me? Good evening. Better? Thank you. I would like for you to please remain standing for the invocation. Welcome, class of 2014. And now, I'd like to welcome our president of the campus, Mr. Art Cervantes.
Y'all can be seated. Thank you so much. Y'all look marvelous. My goodness, look at those smiles. As I was introduced, my name is Arturo Cervantes. As the president of Fortis Institute, I would like to welcome you. On behalf of our staff and faculty, I would like to share that for us, like you, find this moment in time a wonderful experience when the mind and the heart joyously celebrates an unforgettable milestone, your graduation. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to serve you by providing quality education and academic resources needed for the journey to come. I feel very blessed in having such wonderful students and skilled and dedicated staff and faculty of professionals, passionate about what they do and doing whatever it takes to transform lives. I would like to ask the staff and faculty to please stand up and join me in giving them a hand. They've done an incredibly wonderful job. With that in mind, I would like to introduce our guest speaker. Katrina Johnson is a president and founder of her own business called Horizon Outreach. It's a nonprofit organization located right here in Houston, founded in 2010. She is a veteran from our armed forces, so we share with the veterans. She's a veteran of the United States Air Force, which I won't hold that against her from an Army standpoint. And her executive MBA was secured in Auburn University. Prior to receiving her calling to enter the social services field, she spent 17 years in the oil and gas industry as a senior finance analyst, managing over $320 million in oil and gas government projects. I wish my budget was $320 million. Not quite. In addition, she has more than 8 years previously in real estate brokerage, experience in the commercial and residential area or in space, and also in tenant landlord rights type of work. So maybe she'll find me also a very good office, right? Horizon Outreach mission is giving everyone a new start. Does that sound familiar? For all of us it is, right? This mission is accomplished through various programs that seek to increase self-sufficiency by providing supportive services and housing assistance to military veterans. What an honorable mission. Furthermore, for non-veterans and their families, and since 2010, the organization has connected over 1,600 people to resources and supportive services in the community through collaborative efforts with nonprofit, state, and federal agencies. Horizon Outreach's latest initiative, the Horizon Eagle Fatherhood Program, focuses specifically on giving military veteran fathers a new start by providing them with tools that help them reconnect their family, employment, and children. Ms. Johnson and her staff are committed to ensuring their clients regain necessary life skills to reintegrate into society. Again, a tremendous and most honorable mission. I had the pleasure of meeting with Ms. Johnson earlier, and I can tell you she's a dynamic person, and we have many connections and much to talk about because our initiatives, social and business and veteran are very much tied to what we do. And so there'll be more to come. But for now, what I'd like to do is ask you to please help me welcome your keynote speaker, Ms. Katrina Johnson.
All right. Can y'all give yourselves a hand clap, graduates, for making it this far? And family, do the same for them as well. What a joy and honor to speak on such a momentous occasion as this. I would like to first give thanks to God for this opportunity, to Campus President, Mr. Cervantes, for allowing me to serve as the keynote speaker, to the clergy of the church, if there are any present, to the graduates as well as their family and friends who are present today, Dr. Ragland, Director of Education, Fortis faculty, and of course to my dear friend and colleague, Fortis Institute Program Director, Mrs. Sheila Sims, who made this opportunity possible. When I was called upon by Mrs. Sims to speak, she said, "Miss Johnson, you would be the perfect person to talk about service because of all you do to serve our veterans." So of course I could say no, right? How many people have witnessed being called to do something by Ms. Sims? All right? So I accepted the challenge. I said to myself, what can I say to this new group of servant leaders that will impact their lives? God gave me the subject for this keynote address, called to serve. Again, called to serve. When each of you receive your diplomas today and leave this commencement ceremony, you will move from being a student to a servant leader who is called to serve others through your trade, your craft that you learned here at Fortis Institute. Give yourselves another big hand clap. Now, I want to challenge you to ask yourselves, what is the definition of a calling? According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, a calling is defined as a strong urge toward a particular way of life or career or vocation. Another definition of calling is a strong desire to spend your life doing a certain kind of work. So now let's consider what it means to be called. According to Michael Novak, author of Business as a Calling, each of us have been given a calling, either by fate, by chance, by destiny, or by God. Those who are lucky have found it. In order to identify your calling, two things are required: a God-given ability to do the job and enjoyment in doing it because you desire to do it. Each of you are servants who have been called to serve, each with a different calling. According to Matthew chapter 25, verse 14, "For it's like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted them to his property. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, and to each according to his ability." In reviewing the program, each of you have received training in various fields, and thus you now have the ability to provide a service. You're called to serve. You may be wondering, how can I provide a service in my field? Well, let me enlighten you. HVAC graduates, how many are in this audience? All right. In the middle of a hot summer day in Houston, your repair of an elderly person, a disabled veteran, or a family with infant children's AC unit can mean the difference between life and death. You're called to serve. Dental assistant graduates, how many are in the house? All right. Have you ever heard of the term, what a difference a day makes? How about what a difference a smile makes? Do you know the impact you make by improving someone's smile, relieving pain of a troublesome wisdom tooth, or providing comfort and easing the fears of those who have never been to a dentist? You're called to serve. What about medical assistant graduates? How many are in the house? Oh, that's everybody. All right. Do you know the value you bring to the medical field being a servant to those who are sick? In Mark chapter 2, verse 17, Jesus said, "It is not those who are healthy who need a physician, but those who are sick." The impact you make on a daily basis by ensuring accuracy of patient information and by providing hope is unmeasurable. You're called to serve. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Lord, help me. All right.
Wow, wasn't that exciting to see all of these students getting a new start in a career position where they can immediately enter into the workforce? One of the students was also, one of the graduates, was one of our Eagle Fathers who graduated our program. So we were most proud to be a part of this awesome occasion. Again, we've got more footage. Let's take a moment to watch.
All right, medical billing coding graduates. How many are in the house? That's the lively group. You are the accounting department for the medical industry. Your job is tedious and requires concentration and accuracy. But the end result is ensuring that the hospital and patients are not billed incorrectly. You are called to serve. Sterile processing graduates, how many are in here? All right. It has been said that cleanliness is next to godliness. Your talent and ability ensures optimal care of the patient and that diseases are not passed to the patient or medical staff during surgery due to unclean instruments. You are called to serve. My. Look at all the graduates that are called to serve. Give yourselves another big hand clap. Now, you're probably wondering if I was called to serve. I was. In 1991, I was called to serve my country in the United States Air Force. In 1995 through 2009, I was called to serve in the oil and gas industry, managing multi-million-dollar offshore oil and gas projects. I was happy with my career, but not joyful. In 2010, I was called to serve others. A twist of fate took place in my story that led me to my true calling. Like you, like many of you, I was working full-time and attending college part-time, working towards my master's degree. That year, I decided to resign my career position to focus on finishing my degree. At that time, I was making over $100,000 a year. Now, I must have been crazy, right, to resign that job, all right? But I figured once I completed my degree, I would find another career position. How many people know God had another plan? After I completed my degree, I could not find a job for 9 months. Eventually, I found myself in need of services to pay my house note, car note, all of those things, and eventually repossessions, different things took place. I joined many of Americans in experiencing firsthand the effects of a sluggish economy, loss of employment, and decreased resources. During this humbling experience, the Lord began to reveal his plan, my calling, Horizon Outreach. All right, thank you. He said to write the vision and make it plain. Write it on tablets so that he who reads it, of course, he may run. Although the vision is yet for an appointed time, it will surely come. That's Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. So I did this after witnessing two events. The first was when I witnessed a handicapped military veteran crossing Bissonnet Street near Highway I-59 in a wheelchair. How many people know that's a busy intersection, busy street, right? This man was almost hit by several cars. I pulled over and offered him a ride home. Home for him was a dilapidated motel with an excessive monthly rental rate. Over the course of several weeks, I brought this man food, checked on him several times, and referred him to several transitional housing facilities. The second event was when I witnessed an associate minister of my church at that time telling an outreach group that a homeless man had issues because he asked for several dollars to pay for his prescriptions. Turns out this man was a former college professor who fell on hard times. When we returned to that church, I got in my car and went back downtown to find that man and to give him the money that he requested. He called me for weeks afterwards to give thanks and update me on his status. Eventually, this man's health, employment, and home were restored. What a joy to know such a small seed sown into this man's life blessed him beyond measure. As a result, in 2010, I was called to serve at Horizon Outreach, a nonprofit organization whose mission is giving everyone a new start. We provide supportive services and housing to military and non-military families. And since that time, as Mr. Cervantes said, we have connected over 1,600 to resources. My final word to you, graduates, 3 points I want to just kind of emphasize. In order to be great, you must first serve. Despite challenges you may face, continue to serve. And last but not least, never lose your focus because you were called to serve. Thank you.
Ms. Johnson, would you come up, please? Angela? We have a little token for you.
Thank you. We just would like to present you with a gift from Fortis Institute. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Thank you. All right. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. And again, thank all the staff, for having me. Ms. Sims, come on up here, Ms. Sims. I don't even have a gift to present you, Mr. Cervantes. I'm sorry. We got some extra time. Okay. I just love Ms. Sims to death because, when she wants you to do something, you cannot say no. And she's a mover. She's a mover and a shaker, and she makes things happen. So thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Cervantes, again, a fellow veteran. Did y'all know that? Yes, a ranger. All right. Thank you.
Get up. Time is on slipping into the future. get up. Time is on slipping into the future. Time is on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, make my spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Fly right into the future. I wanna feed the babies who can't get enough to eat. Wanna shoot the children, no shoes on their feet. I wanna house people living in the street. Oh yeah, there's a solution. Let me fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let that spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Oh yeah, fly right into the future. Time is on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time flies down the road. Time is on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time flies down the baby. Oh, love, love. Oh, flying, oh, flying, oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. You better get up. Down, baby. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, make my spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Fly right into the future. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, make that spirit carry me. I wanna fly like an eagle. Fly right into the future. In the sky like an eagle.
Wow, wasn't that amazing and exciting? It's so great to see what Fortis Institute is doing in our community to help give young adult students and returning ed students a new start and to put them into the workforce. We are so grateful for the opportunity that was given to allow me to serve as the keynote speaker as well. Well, that ends our episode for this week. We look forward to seeing you next week. So stay tuned for another awesome week's episode of Operation New Start. Have a good day.